still hanging on, 90 degrees by afternoon. Humidity's thick enough to drink, but something's changing underneath that moon. Stepped outside this morning with my coffee, felt the breeze I hadn't felt since June. My old bird dog raised his nose like he felt something changing too. My phone's blowing up with hunting news, and the old crew starts checking in. You been seeing anything? Nah, not much, and the line starts again. Nobody gives up hunting spots, don't matter how long we've been friends. Ask exactly where they're seeing game, that conversation quickly ends. Coordinates stay classified like Area 51. My wife's on maps across the table, hunting gear scattered everywhere. I grinned, honey, you feel that? She laughed, oh Lord, hunting widow, episode 33. You feel that? There's a change riding on the wind. You feel that? That old feeling's waking up again. Some are still holding on, but every hunter knows the signs. Different country, different game, but we all know when it's time. You feel that? Yeah, it's almost time. Down south they're planting food plots, checking cameras, hanging stands, tuning bows and sighting rifles, making opening morning plans. Squirrel season starts to fever, then the dove fields come alive. Little gray rockets overhead make good shooters wonder why. Coming over! 3 shotguns answer 9 shells, and 2 birds hit the ground. Wrap those little rockets up in bacon when the evening rolls around. Up north the bird dogs feel it, hunting vests hanging a line. Different birds in different country, but everybody knows the sign. You feel that? There's a change riding on the wind. You feel that? That old instinct's waking up again. Shotguns cleaned and bows are tuned, rifles sighted in. Hunting rigs are getting ready, we're watching moon and wind. Summer's still hanging tough, waiting for those cooler times. You feel that? Yeah, it's almost time. Out west elk hunters stare through glass, watching mountains come alive, learning where the elk are feeding, where they bed when the sun gets high. Topo maps across the tailgate, saddles circled, access plan. From valley floor to timberline, you go where the animals are. Cameras watching wallows and trails they're traveling on. Outfitters getting horses ready before September comes. Grouse are moving through the aspens, broadheads tuned and packs are tied. Everybody's waiting for that first bull to break the morning quiet. You feel that? Yeah, it's almost time. Young buck sitting there beside me, got the whole woods on his phone. Satellite maps and GPS, waypoints everywhere he's going. Cell cam sends him pictures while he's home drinking a latte. Buck walks by at 6:15, picture hits his phone right away. I said we used to walk in there just to pull an old SD. He smiled and held his phone up, looks a whole lot easier to me. I laughed, that's actually pretty slick, but that phone can't tell you why. His camera tells him where they were, experience tells me why. He's got satellites beneath his thumb, I'm watching moon and winding sky. He knows exactly where we are, I know how we're getting back. Funny thing about getting older, you quit needing to prove so much. Don't climb quite like I used to, these old knees have had enough. But put that first cool breeze against my face, and it happens every time. I'm 65 on the calendar, but 25 inside. You feel that? It ain't only cooler wind, it's every hunt and every story coming back around again. It's guns and bows and bird dogs, family and lifelong friends. Young bloods watching satellites, old schools reading signs. Different country, different game, but that feeling never lies. Summer's finally letting go, fall is coming back. Tell me, you feel that? Yeah, I still feel that. My wife said, 65 years old and you're acting like a kid. I said, yep. She said, you buying more hunting gear? I thought about that young buck's camera. Maybe. She laughed. Can't beat 'em. I smiled. Join 'em.